The year is 2003. Lego, the beloved toy company, is on the brink of collapse. Once a symbol of creativity and imagination, the company faces a mountain of debt and declining sales. The colorful plastic bricks, once a staple in children's bedrooms worldwide, are losing their appeal. Lego's fall from grace is a cautionary tale of a company that lost its way. Blinded by its own success, Lego had strayed too far from its core values of creativity, imagination, and most importantly, simple fun building. The company had diversified into too many product lines, many of which failed to resonate with children. Lego theme parks, clothing lines, and even a computer game console were launched, diluting the brand and confusing consumers. The once mighty Lego empire was crumbling. The question on everyone's mind was, could Lego be saved? The signs of trouble had been brewing for some time. Lego's profits had been steadily declining for several years. By 2003, the company was reporting a net loss of $300 million. The situation was dire. Parents, once loyal customers, were opting for cheaper, generic building blocks. Children, bombarded with a dizzying array of electronic toys and video games, were losing interest in the simple pleasure of building with Lego. Lego's management team seemed unable to stem the bleeding. The company's product line had become bloated and confusing. There were simply too many sets, many of which were poorly designed and overpriced. Lego had lost sight of its core customers and, in turn, its identity. The company needed a drastic change, a return to its roots. Little did they know, a new leader was about to emerge, one who would steer the company back from the brink. Lego's overexpansion was a key factor in its downfall. The company had ventured into too many different product categories, diluting its brand and confusing consumers. Lego-branded clothing lines, video games, and even a theme park were launched in a desperate attempt to capture a larger market share. This diversification came at the expense of the company's core product, the Lego brick. Instead of focusing on innovation and quality within its core product line, Lego was spreading itself too thin, trying to be everything to everyone. The result was a confusing and overwhelming product line. Consumers, bombarded with too many choices, were turning away from Lego in favor of simpler, more focused competitors. The company's management team, once praised for its innovation, was now seen as out of touch and unresponsive to the changing market. The time had come for a new vision, a new leader who could guide Lego back to its core values and restore its former glory. In 2004, a young, relatively unknown executive named Jørgen Vig Knudstorp took over as CEO of Lego. At the time, Lego was facing significant financial difficulties and was on the brink of collapse. Knudstorp, a Lego enthusiast himself, was acutely aware of the company's problems. He had a deep understanding of the brand's heritage and the challenges it faced in a rapidly changing market. He knew that drastic measures were needed to save Lego from collapse. The company had been losing money for years, and its product lines had become overly complicated and unfocused. Knudstorp's first order of business was to stabilize the company's finances. He conducted a thorough review of Lego's operations and identified areas where costs could be reduced. He implemented a series of cost-cutting measures, including layoffs and factory closures. These actions, though painful, were essential to prevent further financial losses. These decisions were not easy, but they were necessary to stop the bleeding. Knudstorp communicated openly with employees about the need for these changes and the long-term vision for the company. Next, Knudstorp turned his attention to Lego's product line. He realized that the company had strayed too far from its core values and needed to refocus on what made Lego special. The product line had become cluttered with too many sets that did not resonate with consumers. He ordered a drastic simplification of the product line, cutting the number of Lego sets by more than half. This move was aimed at bringing clarity and focus back to the brand. Knudstorp's vision was clear. Lego needed to return to its roots. He believed that by focusing on the core elements that made Lego beloved, the company could regain its former glory. The company needed to focus on what it did best, creating high-quality creative building toys. This meant fostering innovation while staying true to the timeless appeal of the Lego brick. This meant less emphasis on licensed themes and more emphasis on the classic Lego brick. By doing so, Knudstorp aimed to rekindle the magic that had made Lego a household name for generations. Section 5. Back to basics. Simplifying the business and empowering creativity. So, Knudstorp's strategy was simple. Simplify the business and empower creativity. He recognized that the company had become overly complex, with too many product lines and a lack of clear direction. He believed that Lego had lost its way by trying to be too many things to too many people. The company had ventured into theme parks, video games, and even clothing, diluting its brand identity. He streamlined the product line, focusing on classic Lego sets that encouraged imagination and creativity. This meant cutting down on the number of different sets and concentrating on what made Lego unique. He also invested heavily in research and development, looking for ways to improve the quality and durability of Lego bricks. This investment ensured that the bricks would last longer and provide a better building experience. Knudstorp understood that Lego's true strength lay in its ability to foster creativity in children. He wanted to reignite the spark of imagination that had made Lego a household name. He wanted children to see Lego not just as a toy, but as a tool for limitless imagination. By focusing on the core values of creativity and play, he aimed to make Lego an essential part of childhood once again. This renewed focus on creativity would prove to be the key to Lego's resurgence. It wasn't just about selling toys, it was about inspiring the next generation of builders and thinkers. Knudstorp's strategy was a radical departure from the company's previous approach. It required a complete overhaul of the business model and a return to the basics that had made Lego successful in the first place. But it was exactly what Lego needed. The market responded positively, and sales began to climb as customers reconnected with the brand's original mission. By returning to its roots and focusing on its core values, Lego was finally able to begin the long road to recovery. The company's renewed commitment to creativity and quality set the stage for a brighter future. The Force Awakens, Lego Star Wars, and strategic partnerships. One of Knudstorp's most successful moves was to embrace strategic partnerships. He recognized that Lego could not be everything to everyone and that partnering with other strong brands could help Lego reach new audiences. One of the most successful partnerships was with Lucasfilm, which resulted in the creation of the Lego Star Wars line. Launched in 1999, Lego Star Wars was an instant hit, becoming one of the company's best-selling product lines. The success of Lego Star Wars demonstrated the power of strategic partnerships. By leveraging the popularity of existing franchises, Lego was able to introduce its products to a whole new generation of children. Other successful partnerships followed, including collaborations with Harry Potter, Disney, and Marvel. These partnerships helped to revitalize the Lego brand and introduce it to new audiences worldwide. Beyond the brick, digital ventures and expanding the Lego universe. While Knudstorp was keen on returning Lego to its core values, he also recognized the importance of adapting to the digital age. He understood that to stay relevant, Lego needed to embrace the rapidly evolving technological landscape. Under his leadership, Lego invested heavily in digital ventures, launching popular video games that captivated the imaginations of children and adults alike. They also developed mobile apps which allowed users to interact with Lego in new and exciting ways, and even created their own social media platform to connect fans worldwide. These digital ventures were not meant to replace the physical brick, but rather to complement and enhance it. The goal was to create a seamless blend of physical and digital play. Lego video games, for example, allowed children to build and play in virtual Lego worlds, offering endless possibilities for creativity and exploration. These games further stimulated their creativity and imagination, providing a platform where their ideas could come to life in a digital format. Lego also embraced user-generated content, encouraging fans to share their own Lego creations online. This not only showcased the creativity of the community, but also inspired others to build and share. By encouraging fans to post their creations on social media and fan websites, Lego fostered a vibrant online community. This helped to foster a strong sense of community among Lego fans, bringing people together through their shared love of building and creativity. The buzz generated by these online interactions was invaluable, keeping the brand in the public eye and continuously engaging with its audience. By embracing the digital world, Lego was able to stay relevant and appealing to a generation of children growing up in an increasingly digital world. This approach ensured that Lego remained a beloved brand across different mediums. This digital transformation was crucial to Lego's long-term success, allowing the company to innovate and grow in a rapidly changing market. Building a sustainable future, Lego's commitment to the environment. As Lego rebuilt its empire, it also turned its attention to the future, particularly the health of the planet. Lego committed to reducing its environmental impact by investing in sustainable materials and manufacturing processes. The company pledged to use 100% sustainable materials in its core products and packaging by 2030. This included investing in research and development to find alternatives to traditional oil-based plastics. Lego also made significant investments in renewable energy, aiming to power its factories with 100% renewable energy by 2025. These initiatives demonstrated LEGO's commitment to building a more sustainable future for generations to come. LEGO's environmental efforts are not just good for the planet, they're also good for business. Consumers are increasingly demanding sustainable products, and LEGO's commitment to sustainability has resonated with environmentally conscious parents. A legacy of imagination. LEGO's enduring appeal and bright future. LEGO's comeback is one of the most remarkable turnaround stories in recent business history. By returning to its core values, embracing innovation and adapting to the digital age, LEGO has cemented its position as the world's leading toy company. Today, LEGO is more than just a toy company. It's a global entertainment brand with a presence in movies, television, video games, and theme parks. And at the heart of it all is the humble LEGO brick, a timeless toy that continues to inspire creativity and imagination in children of all ages. LEGO's story is a testament to the power of innovation, the importance of staying true to your core values, and the enduring appeal of a simple, well-designed product. As long as children continue to dream and build, LEGO's future